Hi everyone, welcome to the Waffle Flower channel. Katie here, and on today's Throwback Thursday, I'm going to be showing you how I made these two fun cards using the Lacy Flower Mats dies. So to start, I'm going to go through all of the different products that I'm going to be using on my cards today. The first is the Lacy Flower Mats dies, and these are designed to go with the Lacy Flower dies that are super intricate, but they work really well on their own as well. This one is the Flower Circle stamp set. I'm going to be using a sentiment as well as some of the elements from that stamp set. This is the Lacy Layers die I'm going to be using to cut a background. And then finally, I'm going to be using one of the sentiments from the Congrats stamp set. So when you purchase the Lacy Flower Mats dies, they come wired together as most die sets do, and I just left them that way. I twisted the two flower shapes apart, but then I thought they looked kind of like actual flowers and decided to leave them wired together for ease. So what I did next is I die cut the flower shapes from a couple different colors of cardstock, and then I'm going to nest them together, do a little bit of inlaying here with the dark pink and the light pink and the yellow to make some really pretty flowers. And this is super helpful too, because now I'm going to have three of these flowers handy if I ever need to pull together a quick card. So before I do any of the stamping, I'm going to put a little bit of washi tape on the back of the flower shape just to hold all of my layers together. Then I'm going to pull out that kind of spidery looking stamp from the Flower Circle stamp set and ink it up with a little bit of black VersaFine ink, and then I'm going to stamp it in the center of my flower. And because I have inlaid my die cuts rather than stamping them on or layering them on top of one another, the stamp just goes over them super well. Now I'm going to stamp the sentiment from the Congrats stamp set onto a panel of white cardstock that I had die cut with the Lacy Layers die. And I'm going to use my little mini Misty to make sure that I get the sentiment just lined up straight and the way that I want it. So I'm inking it up with black ink, and I'm going to press it on to the white cardstock, and then I'm going to add the Your Special Day right below the Celebrate sentiment. So it'll be perfect for any type of celebratory occasion. I'll probably use it for a birthday card. So finally, I decided that the card could use a little bit of green, and so I am attaching the Lacy Layers panel to a note card made from green cardstock, and then I'm going to adhere the flower to the card just using a little bit of foam adhesive. So I'm finishing this card up, but remember I have two other flowers using the yellow, dark pink, and light pink that I'll be able to make some pretty identical cards and add to my stash of ready-made cards. Now I'm going to walk you through how I made the other card, and this flower shape in particular kind of reminds me a little bit of a sunflower, so I'm going to be calling it the Sunflower Hello card. And first thing, I'm going to die cut the flower shapes from both a yellow and a brown. Once those are die cut, and I'm going to die cut two flowers, so two of each color. I'm going to pull out the Flower Circle stamp set and my VersaFine ink and use the three little circles to stamp the center of the flowers with this little design here. And it's my hope that this kind of makes it look a little bit like the sunflower seeds that would be in the center of a sunflower. So I've done that, and I've flipped over the die cuts, and I'm just going to nest these inside and use a little bit of washi tape to secure them. And for a little bit of extra detail on this one in particular, I've pulled out the Oh Happy Day ink, and then another small stamp from the Flower Circle stamp set that's just three little lines, and I'm going to stamp that on the petals of the sunflower. So with my flowers all stamped and assembled, I'm ready to start building my card. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a panel of white cardstock, and I'm going to trim it down to 1.5 inches, and then I am going to stamp the Hello sentiment from Flower Circle onto that white strip with black ink. Once my stamping is complete, I'm going to just play around a little bit with positioning of that sentiment strip That will help me determine kind of where I want that and where I think I might tuck my flowers for the final design. I'm going to end up popping up the sentiment strip with foam adhesive because that's going to help me kind of tuck things underneath a little bit, and I don't have to worry about running into anything that's super tightly adhered down. I'm going to have a little bit of room to play with. So now I'm going to spend a little bit of time just kind of arranging the elements onto the card. I did go ahead and cut one of the sunflower shapes in half, and that just gives me a little bit more mileage and use out of one of the flowers that I had already created. And although I'm adding adhesive to the back of the flowers, I'm not pressing them down securely onto the card, as I'm still kind of arranging and playing around a little bit with the placement. So once I do find an arrangement that I like, I will press those down a little bit more firmly, and then I'm going to use a paper trimmer to cut off any of the flower petals that are hanging off the edge there. So I'm just wrapping up this second card, and I will show you a picture of the finished card here in just a moment. So Lacy Flower Mat dies, super versatile right out of the package. Not only do they coordinate with the Lacy Flower dies, which are super intricate and beautiful, but they also really stand well on their own for making quick and easy cards. So for more product information, please visit waffleflower.com. Visit us on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook for even more creative ideas. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Have a great day.